Alright, moving on to the next one, and this is one that if you say something I don't agree with, we're ending this video and it's over, okay?
Okay, alright.
This is the best opening.
Do you want me to just leave the call?
Hello my fellow wannabe Straw Hats and welcome back to the One Piece saga, where today we're celebrating the 25th anniversary of One Piece with something a little special, by ranking all the pre-timeskip openings. Only this time, I am not on my adventure alone. I am here with another person who has chosen to undergo the never-ending journey that is One Piece.
Hey, hi everybody, thank you for having me.
Hello, hello. So just a heads up, we're doing 2 videos, so I'm going to appear on Denny's channel as well, and Denny, you can say a bit more about that.
Yeah, we're gonna be ranking all the One Piece antagonists for the first half of the series before the time skip. I think it's like 120 dudes, so it's gonna be probably a long video.
It's gonna be a long one, yeah, it's gonna be an absolute doozy and it's gonna be a ton of fun. But yes, today we're here to rank all the openings. You know how I used to talk about them, then I got spoiled by them, and then I never mentioned them again. So now that I am well into the post-timeskip saga, I thought, let's do it. So I guess we just go down the list. So let's start with number 1, the iconic one, We Are. Where does it stand in your rankings?
This is S tier for me. I think this might be my favorite one out of all of them.
Okay, because I put it A tier, because like it's super iconic, right?
It's so iconic, they redid it 3 times in the first half.
Indeed, I was about to say that, because like there are about 50 different versions of it, and like you do have to kind of account for that, right?
Yeah. Well, that's where we'll get to it, but the other ones kind of take the brunt of that for me. This first one is unaffected.
Yeah, I'm putting it at a very decent A. I like it a lot. And you know, there's the epic version that sometimes plays in the episodes. There's like the sad version. All those are great, but the opening itself, I think it is a solid A, like middle of the road A.
That's respectable.
Hello, editing Korotos here.
I think because of how iconic the OP is, we flew over a few details that I wanted to add. Number 1, if you remember what I said way back in my first One Piece video, I went into the series not even knowing it's a pirate story. But oh boy, is the opening sequence just the perfect hook. Pun intended, because, you know, pirates. The whole reading a legend off of a parchment and the whole fame, wealth, power thing, it's just as enticing as it gets. Number 2, in terms of theme, this one absolutely nails the wacky adventures the Straw Hats would get into. Everything from the whimsical Mary hopping up and down on the sea, to Usopp shooting raw eggs at other pirates, it's all there. And lastly, the animation is incredibly fluid for its time, and largely sets the standard for everything moving forward. I think even now it holds up very well, and Sanji's capoeira and Zoro's swordplay demonstrate that very well in this one.
Alright, opening 2, it's Believe.
Ugh, I don't really like this one. This one doesn't feel like One Piece to me. I don't know, how do you feel about it?
I mean, the thing I liked with Believe, number 1, both all these actually have dubs, so it's up to opening 4, I think. They're all dubbed, so I've heard both of them, so they are kind of mixing in my mind a little bit. But the thing I liked with Believe is that I think it's around Skypiea, right?
No, Believe should be early Alabasta.
Oh, never mind, because I sort of thought that, you know, the whole... Oh, right, because this isn't even the Robin one.
Yeah, Robin's not even in this. I think, like, the montages... That's the other thing about this. The animation, for me, just kind of felt like a weird collage of greatest hits from East Blue.
Oh, yeah, very true. Yeah, I completely mixed that up. Yeah, never mind, that's a moot point, then. Okay, then I'm moving it down. I think this is a B.
I think it's a C. I actually, like, kind of really don't like this song at all. Like, I think the song is good, I just don't think it fits One Piece at all.
That makes sense. I kind of think it does, because I'm like of the opinion that the whole Believe thing is sort of, especially in the East Blue where it's all about dreams. But I can see how it's a
the
C.
message... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that I can see definitely how you think it's a C.
Yeah, I mean, it's not so much like the lyrics or the message of the song, it's more like the actual, like, song. If that makes sense. I don't know.
Alright, fair enough. We're just gonna leave it at that.
Sure.
Alright,
We're moving right on to opening 3. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce it.
Good, me either.
This is the infamous Robin one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you have some beef with this one.
I do, because I got spoiled by this. Everybody warned me, and I still watched it. I still remember doing that, because I got a lot of comments about it. Like, even back in the day when, like, the videos were pretty small. People were saying, do not watch the next opening. And I remember it came on, and I was like, ooh, new song.
I always do that every single time, like, ooh, and then I'll watch it, I'm like, wait, and I kind of have to, like, squint, so I don't see anything.
But, where does this stand in your rankings?
This is an A. I actually really like this song, and I like the, the animation for it is great, and the sequence, it's just like a sequence of them sailing on the Mary, but it still manages to capture all their personalities without, I know it did spoil things for you. I think this is just a Toei problem. They decided to put it too early, but I think it shows, like, everything without actually spoiling too much of the story.
Alright, so this is where my character development comes in. Because I think... I love this song, and I think this is an S tier.
Wow! Okay. You've really come a long way.
I love it so much. Like, even the English version, both of them slap so hard.
I agree. I fully agree with you. Actually, it's funny that you were talking about that, because I've been rewatching the series with my girlfriend for the first time, and we just got to the last episode in Alabasta, and there was, like, the new intro song, and because, like, I do this every time, where I'm like, I watch the intro for the first episode of an arc, and, like, the last episode of an arc, so I showed it with her, and she didn't know about Robin, and I spoiled it for her, so she and you are in the same exact boat.
Yeah, I mean, that is a big blunder for sure, but I can't fault the opening for that. It is just so good.
It's rock solid. I really like it.
I know this is like a common motif in One Piece, but the whole sailing into the sunset in this opening specifically is so good.
I have that written down too. Mary heading toward a new horizon.
Yeah, I even put that, like, we're doing this on a bit of a website. You'll see custom graphics, don't worry about it. But I put that as the thumbnail of this one, because I think it's very iconic for this opening. I love it.
I think that totally fits.
I forgot to mention that I think narratively, this is also one of the strongest openings. The whole song is about looking back at how your adventure began, and considering that One Piece had just crossed the big 100 in terms of episodes, I feel like the whole almost nostalgic nature of it also gives it bonus points. Especially with the second verse focusing on the everlasting world that is still ahead. And yeah, I mentioned it already, but I really want to re-emphasize. The dub version of this song is absolutely beautiful. Seriously, drop the subs versus dub arguments and give it a listen if you haven't. Alright then, I guess that settles it. It's S for me, A for you.
Yeah.
Moving on to Bon Voyage. Let's hear it.
This one I also really like. I feel like it has similar vibes to the previous song, but I actually think the vocal performance is much better. And something about this one just kind of gives me chills. I don't know why.
I love this one so much.
Okay, good. Thank God.
I have it in S tier.
Wow, 2 S tiers in a row.
Yes. I still remember, like, this was early One Piece, and I was like, come on, there's no way they're gonna surpass it. And then the next opening comes, and it's just even better.
It is even better. I'm a sucker for the animation of, like, the crew slowly walking, and then there's a new crew member that fades in next to Luffy. I love whenever that happens, and this one is just so good.
I love the little scene of the paper cutouts just sailing. I still love that.
Yes! Yes! That is great.
I really love when animation studios just completely switch up their animation styles, like, to the point that it's something so different that it almost seems out of place. But One Piece has done it very well, I think, especially with these sorts of things.
Yeah, I think it works with an opening, especially, like, if it's a quirky little animation and it's not, like, super intense and very tonally different, you know?
Yeah, so where do you have this one?
This is an A for me also. I think this is rock solid. I just don't think it's quite up there.
Alright. I can respect that, Hello, it's me back again. Another thing that I wanted to mention here is that this opening just feels like a pirate story. It's bombastic, it's hype, it's all about adventure, it's literally called Bon Voyage, so let's go. And also, the pictures piling up of the crew just having fun in a sort of a summer camp type vibe is just excellent. And lastly, the whole zipping through their tragic past to show us what has shaped their crew is another brilliant addition. TLDR, I love it, it is S tier, and Denny, I am sorry, but you are wrong. So, we're moving on to the first one that is not dubbed. Again, I'm not gonna try to pronounce it, but it's opening 5.
Yeah, this is, I believe this is for Water 7.
Yes, this is either very early Water 7 and moving into Eni's lobby or just Water 7, I don't recall.
Yeah, this might be like Long Ring, Long Land, Water 7.
Yeah. So this is, I think, actually one of the first HD ones, right?
Yes, this is when the anime finally stepped up a notch.
Yeah. I like this one.
I love this one.
Okay.
This might be my favorite one out of all of them. I know I said that about the first one, but this is like a top contender. I don't know why. I just have a soft spot in my heart for this song.
So I'm guessing you have an S tier, right?
I have it S tier. Something about it. I think maybe it's the time I was watching the show. Like, this is when I really started to fall in love with One Piece, was the Water 7 saga. I still think it's the best saga in the series. So I don't know, maybe I just have an emotional blindness, but I love it.
Okay, because I have it just above We Are. I really like it too, but I don't like it, I guess, as much as you do. I think it's really good though. I think, also, the whole motif of Water 7 is super strong. I do very much agree with you that it is still one of, in terms of the settings, I absolutely loved Water 7 and basically everything surrounding it. I even actually changed my rankings a while back. This is a fun story. Because I got caught up in all the hype, right? And I moved Eni's lobby above Water 7. But then I realized the error of my ways, and Water 7 is still better than Eni's lobby.
I had, the reverse happen to me.
Really?
I think I did a ranking video, last year, and I think I could just be completely misremembering this, but I think I had Water 7 above Eni's lobby, and upon reflection, I think I like Eni's lobby, but I don't know. It goes back and forth for me. They're so... I mean, one can't exist without the other, so it's kind of hard to separate.
That's also true. But yeah, in terms of the opening itself, this one's super hype, and I really like it, but it's an A tier for me.
I also just want to point out that the animation for this really focused on the Mary, and I just really appreciated that, especially because of what was going on in the story at the time.
Yeah, that is also very, very true.
Yeah. So it might not technically be the best, but I love it.
I mean, fair point. I mean, it is hype. It is very, very hype, so hello again. I also forgot to mention that this opening has one of the best openings in my opinion. I really like the visual of those sparkly things, even though they don't really make any sense, just falling down. And then the crew falling to the ground one by one. I think it was just a really creative way of introducing each and every one of the Straw Hats while still having a lot of fantasy shenanigans mixed in. Oh, and also the slow panning shot just following the Mary is obviously a common motif, but I love it. Oh, and speaking of the Mary, as much as it is a bit of a meme, I can't help but notice the 3D model they used. Of course, in some cases it looks very, very janky, but even by modern standards, some of the shots we see in this one are pretty impressive. For example, this combination of the 2D crew with the CG Mary is something pretty advanced to do for just an opening. And the water physics are even pretty good, so in that sense, I think this is a big win. I guess speaking of Eni's lobby, let's move right on to 6, Brand New World. Yeah, I can't place my finger on this one, but I don't really like it that much.
Damn. This is also S tier for me. I also really love this one. I didn't think I was going to, but I rewatched all of these for this video a handful of times. And this one, I was just bopping along each time. That opening shot with them, kind of in camouflage gear or whatever, just running. I don't know why, but I really like that.
Yeah, I'm the complete opposite. Because
really?
When it comes to the whole standoff, you know, the iconic one where they're all standing on the roof?
Yeah.
That is, oh wow. It's this is really a Brave New World, right? But the whole them in camouflage running, I was like, what even is this?
It's so weird. I don't know what it is either. I don't know. There's a certain energy about this song to me that just so happened to coincide with Eni's lobby, which was the most chaotic, crazy stew of utter nonsense going on in One Piece that we'd ever seen at that point, and it just kind of meshed with this song for me in my head.
I think it must have also spoiled a bunch of stuff, right? Because I think it even has the iconic Robin shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does. It for sure does. It spoils like the whole standing on the tower across from Robin, and Robin might even be crying. Like, it definitely spoils it.
Yeah, so I guess I'm glad that I've only watched it now, because, like, it has a lot of the iconic moments in that one. Yeah, because with me, I don't know what it is. It's just like, I even have in my notes, I just can't place my finger on it. It just doesn't connect with me. Like, it's hype, I get that, but I don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can't fault you for that. There's just something in my brain, like some weird chemical gets triggered when this song comes on. I just love it.
Alright, so I guess that's opening 6. Moving on to opening 7, which is our first, I guess second, We Are installments. So this is the Straw Hat Pirates version 1.
Yeah. What do you think about this?
I love this one.
Do you?
Yes.
More than the original?
I have them neck and neck. Because I love sea shanties, and this very much has that vibe. It's like actually the crew singing, and I really like that.
That's a good point. I hadn't thought of it that way. Sea shanty.
This is sort of moving outside of the bounds of what we're doing, but like when I did my Return to Sabaody review, people told me that like the fake Straw Hats, they have their voice actors swapped with the actual Straw Hats. And I just love that. I love when the main characters are used for more things than just voicing the cast. And this is like the perfect example of that. Like, who cares if they're not singers, right? Them actually singing the theme is so cool.
Right. I totally agree with you. And I think the voice actor, I think this is her. It's hard to tell. But I think the voice actress who plays Nami has like a ripping line in the song. I think she's the best singer out of all of them.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you who is who in that. Like, when they're all singing together, it just melds. But I really like it.
I agree with your point about, like, the voice actors doing other things and that being, like, just a nice little fun detail. I think that's something the anime has over the manga, is you can, like, play around with these more meta things in a way that's fun for fans. But for me, I like this song. I think it's very cute. I feel like you have to know what it is to appreciate it. Like, if you just heard this and didn't know it was the voice actors for the cast, I feel like it wouldn't be as good as maybe some people would place it. For me, it's a solid A.
Yeah, same. I have it in A tier. I have it just below the original. But again, as I said, they're basically neck and neck for me.
Yeah, I mean, the original for me is S. This is A, but I like it. I think it's cute. I would just prefer the original, I think.
Yeah, I can see that. I just like the whole idea of it. I'd love them to go full meta and actually have the crew sing it, like in the show.
Just as they're sailing. Maybe that'll be the last scene of the whole series.
Yes, I'd love that.
It would be fun. They should do that in a filler episode. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Let's go for it. I mean, the thing with, like, I really enjoy Brook in that sense, because he can break the... You know how there have been episodes where they sort of fade from Brook actually singing into it becoming the background music? I want them to do that with We Are.
That would be great. I agree with you on that, and I wish they would do more Brook singing.
Yes, also that.
It's not enough. Not enough Brook music for the musician.
Alright, I guess we're moving into different territory now, so let's move on before we go on a long tangent. So, opening 8, Crazy Rainbow. What do you think about this one?
This is my first sentence I wrote down. Love how brassy this song is. And that's it. I like how... That's like the only thing I can really say it has going for it.
Yeah, for me, this one is... I think you said that with Believe. It just doesn't really feel like One Piece, to me.
Yeah, it's a little weird. I don't know. It's tough. I think it's pretty forgettable, honestly.
It is much more down to earth and very chill in that sense, but it's not nearly as hype and like bombastic as the others. That's for sure.
No, I mean, it's just a guy singing about a crazy rainbow, and he just keeps doing it over and over. It's like, okay, this is one crazy rainbow, huh?
Yeah, I don't really... I have this as a low C.
I put this as a B. I don't think it's quite C. Like, it's not terrible. I just feel it's average. Just middle of the road, nothing special.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that. It's like, it's not offensive. It's just there, right? It exists.
Yeah, exactly. It's that opening song that comes on, you're like, ugh, can we get a new song, please? Like, we're 60 episodes in, can this please change?
Yeah. Alright, I don't want to talk about Crazy Rainbow anymore. We're moving on to Jungle P. I have this as a very low B.
I think we're kind of on the same page, just slightly different ranking. So I did the last one was a B. This one I say is like a B+. Like, this one is just slightly higher than Crazy Rainbow for me.
Yeah, because I like this one, and I know this is apparently like a very popular one, at least based on what I've heard.
Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the f*** up.
And it's, I don't know, it's sort of, I have it below Brave New World, right? So it's not like I really love it, but I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's fun. It's got kind of like a poppy vibe. The animation is cool. This is the first time I think they weren't afraid to play with the One Piece logo, and it kind of comes in that like more pop art kind of style.
And wait, isn't this the first one? No, it's not. Which is the one where the Sunny actually first appears?
I think this could be it, because I don't think it's the next one. The next one would be too weird. I think it's got to be this one.
Yeah, so I think this, yeah, because the last one is right after Eni's lobby. This must be that one. So, I mean, because I used it as a thumbnail as well, like the whole shot of just the Sunny sailing. That's a pretty, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really a fan of this one. I like it. It as you said, it's pretty poppy, but like, other than that, it doesn't really stand out to me.
There's that one rap sequence towards the very end that is cool, but it takes so long to get there.
We're gonna talk about rap, don't you worry.
Oh god, okay. But yeah, my general thing is, I like the song, it feels a little repetitive, but the rap is cool, so that's why it gets the plus.
Okay, I get that. I don't agree with it, but I get that.
Okay.
Alright. Hello yet again. Because I dunked on it, I do have a few things to add. I think this one does have a few very strong points. Number one, it does a very good job of showcasing the crew and their abilities, and as much as that is a given for most OPs, I think this one achieves that very neatly. And two specific ones I want to mention is Zoro and Sanji. The whole Sanji sequence is just butter smooth, and the Zoro transition is a chef's kiss. And number two, this is the Brook introduction OP. And I think that vibe of their meeting in Thriller Bark is captured very well here as well. So, let's move on to the next one, which is opening 10, We Are, the remix. Okay, so, what do you think about this one?
I hate this.
Okay, we're on the same page.
Thank God. This one is an F. This just, I'm glad they tried something new, but it fell flat on its face for me.
Exactly. This is like, I don't even know. Honestly, it's, oh god, I really, really don't like it. And like the fact that it was around for like 20 episodes.
So this was my first time hearing this one, because it wasn't part of, I don't know. Like, did you hear this while you were watching the show, or did you have to watch this separately?
I skipped all the openings watching the show, so I don't know. After I got spoiled, I didn't watch a single one.
Okay. I feel like I never had heard this one, and that's like kind of all the remaining ones except for one. So I feel like maybe it wasn't part of my like Crunchyroll animation. I don't know. Anyway, I heard this for the first time. I was excited to hear a remix, and I was immediately disappointed.
Yeah, I thoroughly didn't enjoy this one. This is the worst one for me.
Me too.
I think they took something very, very good, and like, the thing with it is, it's not even that different from the original. It's just worse.
They just took it and made it worse.
Yes.
There's nothing good, there's nothing better about it.
Exactly. Because, like, I expected with a remix to, like, have a completely different tone. I don't know about you, but the way I thought about this one is just a toned-down version of We Are.
Yeah, it just felt like it was trying too hard. It was like, I don't know, it was trying too hard and achieved nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I think the visuals of it are pretty cool, but, like, the visuals are usually pretty good, so it...
Yeah, I mean, I thought the animation was fine. It just kind of felt like almost an updated We Are, which I could appreciate if the song was good, but this is a hard skip every time.
I think the only redeeming factor for this one for me is that it recaps, like, a lot of the big moments, and that's basically it.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of openings do that.
Yeah, also true. Well, hey, we both hate it, so let's just move on.
Yeah.
Jumping in again, after careful consideration, this OP has two redeeming qualities. Number one, the seagull transition, and number two, the fact that it shows you literally every single character that has ever lived. That's it. We have the next one, which oh god. Opening 11, Share the World.
You sound like you don't like this one.
I really, really, really don't like this one.
Oh no, I actually really like this one. This is my first time hearing this one too.
Oh no. Because I literally have in my notes the start of it is a 10 out of 10 perfection. Everything else is terrible.
Well, I don't remember the start.
The start of it is it's sort of that chimey thing. It's completely different from the rest of the opening.
Oh. Yeah, so you just don't like the low, kind of bass singing?
Exactly. Don't get us copyrighted. Your impression was way too good. What I wrote down, this feels like a Western cartoon for me. It doesn't feel like either anime or One Piece.
Interesting. I really dug this. I don't know, maybe I like that it's very unique and very different from the other songs.
It is very different.
Yes. I don't know. It's also early Summit War Saga, so watching the animation and kind of seeing, there's a stylized sequence of them fighting Kuma that's in black and white with some blue highlights, which I thought looked spectacular. The visuals of this sequence I just really, really like. And I don't know, I just like the I just really like that. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know, I'm telling you, the only thing I like about it is the first 10 seconds, the chill part. The rest of it is a no. So where do you have this one?
This is an A for me.
Oh god, this is an F for me.
Really?
Yeah.
You like this one less than the remix?
No, this is above it, but it's still F.
Okay, that's sad.
It's not for me.
I was pleasantly surprised by this one. I don't know, I just thought it was catchy. After I heard it, I was doing dishes, it's just stuck in my head.
It is catchy, but I don't like it.
That's fair.
As it turns out, there is another thing I like in this one, making that a grand total of 2. The other being the fact that the entire backstory of the characters we're seeing are written behind them here. That's it. Alright, episode 12, another one that I'm not even going to try to pronounce. This is another one that I think is a little all over the place, but I kind of like it.
Okay, we're complete opposites on these last two. I don't like this one at all.
I mean, I still have it, near the bottom, but I like the vibe of it, is what I'm saying.
Okay. I think it's too cutesy. I like my same comment I had with Believe. I just feel like it doesn't fit the series. And it also starts with Luffy dressed as a schoolboy or something. It just has almost cottage energy. It just feels weird.
That's actually one thing that I loved about it. The very, very start where they're all just chilling and cooking together. That was super wholesome.
It was wholesome, but it compared to also what's going on in the anime at the time, this is Summit War Saga, so it's it just feels like it doesn't represent what the show is.
Yeah, and the other half of it is straight up Summit War. That's the thing.
Is it? I thought it was they're running from a big turtle or something.
No, the other half of the opening is straight up the start of Marineford.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, that's what, tonally, this is just all over the place.
Yeah, that's what I meant by that. I don't know. This is a low C for me still, but I still like it.
This is a C for me also, but I still don't like it, so...
Oh, okay, so you just feel strongly about it while I'm sort of mildly annoyed.
Yeah, I mean, there's I agree with you, there's a break in it that gets better, but I think it just takes way too long to get there, and I don't know, I feel with an opening song you kind of want to hit it right out of the gate, and this one just flopped for me. But it's not terrible. It's
quite long too, right? It's 2-something minutes.
I think all of these songs are, honestly, each of them are a little too long.
Yeah, I know that the first ones, because those sort of were industry standard, I think they're all 90 seconds. That's the usual thing. But then as time went on, they just made them longer and longer.
They're just trying to pad it out so they don't have to put as much story into an episode.
Basically, yeah. This is something, I mean, we're both watching the anime, right? So we can relate. The first 6 minutes of every episode is just fluff.
Fast forward through that nonstop. The thing that's so annoying, this is completely off topic, but you know where sometimes they'll have like story content and then it'll go to the opening song, and if you skip it, then you have to go back?
Yes.
That's so annoying, but completely off topic.
That is very, very annoying, yeah. Especially now that they have like some arcs that have like the double recap. You have the recap, then something happens, then it starts recapping again. But yeah, that's
They gotta tell you about the One Piece, and then they gotta tell you about Luffy, and then it's really, they just keep talking to you.
yeah, it's like I'm on episode 700. Come on, give me a break.
Yeah, I know what's going on. Can we go?
All right. Moving on to the next one, and this is one that if you say something I don't agree with, we're ending this video and it's over, okay?
Okay, alright.
This is the best opening. Opening 13 one day.
Do you want me to just leave the call?
I mean, okay. What do you think? Tell me.
I think this is A. I really like this. I don't dislike it. I just don't think it's the best. Or in the top 3.
I wish I could see how many times I've listened to this one. It's literally on my main Spotify playlist.
Wow, okay, you're a big fan.
By now, I've probably heard it like at least 100 times, and that is not an exaggeration. I absolutely love this one. This is probably the only song in One Piece that I would listen without knowing that it's One Piece, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get what you mean. That makes sense.
It's just a really, really good song.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I think it fits the tone of what's happening in the anime perfectly. And I mean, if you didn't know Ace was gonna die, listening to the song kind of gives you a big hint. It's just the most somber opening out of any of the One Piece songs, which I appreciate. It's nice. It's just a nice touch.
That's what I was gonna say next, because like the emotional dichotomy in this one is like ridiculous. You see like Luffy all cheery with his crew, and then you just see like him and his brother knowing that one of them is dead.
Yeah. Well, another thing, a lot of this, the animation here focuses on Luffy being alone. Like, it's the opening shot is him not even smiling, just him with his eyes closed at the top of the sun, completely by himself. And I think that really sets the tone for this sequence.
Yeah, I love this one. Like, this is like hands down. If I can like spoil it a little bit, right? Because I've seen a few of the post-Timeskip openings, I still say this is the top one. Like, nothing has surpassed this for me.
Damn. Okay, so this is like S++ for you.
Yes.
Okay.
At this point, I could even create a tier that is literally just called One Day. It's that good. It's never gonna go down.
Okay.
Hello for the last time. I just wanted to add that with One Day, I feel like the whole tone of it is one that I loved. I can't even exactly tell you why, but the whole friends separated vibe just feels so incredibly tragic for me that I can't help but love it in a weird way. Especially with us seeing each and every member of the crew alone and just working on their own thing. Like the shots of Nami just sitting there and looking at the log pose, clearly thinking about her lost friends. Frankie working on something in his workshop, Robin immersed in the book. I just can't help but feel like all of them are deeply hurt friends just trying to immerse themselves in something they love just to pass the time, and to forget about that tragedy that happened. We have seen that they are willing to put their lives on the line for each other. And the fact that they know Luffy is somewhere out there fighting and they can't do anything to help him, it's just devastating. And yes, the environments are not super creative, but Luffy running around that desolate wasteland trying to find his brother just carries so much meaning considering how devastated he was. And so in that sense, I sort of like how toned down it is. But alright, I guess we move on to the last one. Opening 14, Fight Together. This is a rough one. It is a real tearjerker.
Oh, that's not what I thought you were gonna say.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I think this one is just, of all of them, I think this is the most whatever.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's still like a solid B.
Oh, I have this. This is my top A.
That's crazy to me. It just, I don't know. I'm not like, the synth techno didn't really get me. I think the animated sequence of everyone getting recruited by Luffy was really cool, but the song itself, I literally couldn't even tell you what it sounds like.
Oh, I really like this one. And like, again, with everything going on in the story, it's just so rough. And again, like, I love the thing when they like make a joyous song or whatever, and like what you're seeing is incredibly sad. And then you have that sort of fundamental clash of emotions. This one has that, and I love it.
What are you talking about? Just like the shots of young Luffy, Ace, and Sabo?
Yeah, the trio. And like that part of the song is pretty happy, and then it sort of switches into that a little more somber tune. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's bad. I don't know. Maybe I need to give it another listen, because just nothing about it stood out to me. I don't know. Maybe I have no soul. I don't know. I'm gonna give it another listen after this, because now I feel like I'm missing something.
Honestly, I think my perspective on it is a little bit changed, because, you know, spoilers, I now know what happened to Sabo and all that. At first, I didn't really like Sabo. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay. I kind of have a reverse journey.
Wait, you like him less now?
I think so.
Well, since this is the last opening, I guess I can start a war real quick. I can just say that Sabo is better than Ace.
Oh dear God, they're gonna come for you now. Don't you understand? I don't necessarily disagree with that. I'd have to give it some thought, but I don't think that's sacrilege.
Okay, good. I don't need to give it any thought. Sabo's better.
Okay. He definitely has more screen time.
Yeah, also true. So wait, how many do you have in your S tier right now?
I have 3. I have the first one, I have, and then the 2 water, I have We Are, and then I have the one we can't pronounce, Kokoro no Chizu, and then Brand New World are my S tier.
Alright, so my S tier is One Day, then it's the 3rd one, and the 4th one, Bon Voyage. So it's basically like one of the last ones of Pre-Timeskip, and then 2 of like the very, very beginning, which I guess that's sort of poetic.
Yeah, it rhymes. Cyclical.
It's cyclical, yeah, I don't think it rhymes.
It's George Lucas, it rhymes.
But I mean, I guess, yeah, those are our rankings. You'll see them a lot better than I do, because I already don't remember most of what I said.
Yeah, I completely blacked out for this video.
This is a pretty long video, so I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed this, us rambling about openings. I will definitely do this again. Maybe Denny will be back, who knows? For all the remaining ones, because, again, we're into the future now, and we know that the final saga is apparently being planned.
Yeah, I'd love to come back.
But yeah, I guess let's close this one off. Thank you very much for joining me for this sort of rambly video.
Thank you very much for having me and letting me ramble.
Indeed, and I guess we'll be rambling on a lot more in the other video, which also should be live right now. Though yes, that is it for us, and I'll see you all in the outro.
Bye, take care.
And that's the video. Just a reminder, there'll be a live reading stream on Twitch this coming Sunday covering chapter 1054, so feel free to tune into that. You should be able to see your local time if you check the schedule page there. But anyway, I want to say a massive thank you to our patrons who allow me to produce even more of these for you all. And let's also give a warm welcomes to the newest members of the team, Petsko, Imadin Kaya, Scurrilous Tom, and Keem. Without you, there'd be a whole lot less of my ramblings, so seriously, thank you. Other than that, I want to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and hopefully, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.